Hey there, chatters. I'm Nat.
And I'm Kat, and welcome to the Crime Chat. I am your forensic femme fatale, and Natalie is your true crime addict connoisseur.
We're just two normal girls who obsess about dark crimes, evil minds, and occasionally the unknown.
Here is your disclaimer, chatters. The following Crime Chat contains adult content and descriptions of potentially violent scenarios. Your listener discretion is advised.
You have been warned, and before we get into today's crime chat, Kat, what have you done? Where are you right now?
If you're watching on the video on our Patreon, I have the Northern Lights behind me. Isn't it beautiful?
Yes.
So Nat got me for my birthday a green screen. So I had to use it.
You can go anywhere now.
I can go anywhere. I can do anything.
I just want to give a shout out because Kat and I both are wearing our Crime Chat Crime and Cosmetics palette tonight.
Yes. And I'm wearing the glitter. I love the glitter.
Yes, it's gorgeous. I did the red and the black, but look at those colors, girl.
They're beautiful.
Look at that. That's blood right there.
Yes, it is. The bloodbathery.
That's crazy. And the glitter is so like you put it on, it stays like it's
Oh, it does.
very pigmented.
It's glitter for days.
It's glitter for days. And I want to thank we want to thank the people who have been supporting us and the makeup artists who have been just kind of like spreading the good word about the palette. We had Lady Venom Tenacity, who Mad Love put the palette together for us. That's who we collabed with, Mad Love Cosmetics, and Maddie from Mad Love is amazing.
Yes.
And a couple of the makeup artists. Who else participated?
Nikki B.
Nikki B.
And I think Alyssa Scott as well.
Okay. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so
thank
much.
you so much. And thank you for purchasing. And it's still not too late. We've got some palettes left.
Yes.
And just go to www.madlove.com. Be sure to use the promo code CrimeChat. Let them know Nat and Kat sent you. Right?
Exactly.
And there's all kinds of stuff on there. There's some beautiful palettes, accessories. Actually, I went on to Lisa Marie Hart has a blush palette. And every time I go on there, it's still sold out. Like, I want this blush palette so bad.
Can you pre-order it?
Well, it was on pre-order and then it was gone.
What?
So I'm hoping they bring it back.
Wait a minute. Don't we kind of like know her? Can't we kind of like ask her and be like, hey, girl?
Yeah, so thank you to Mad Love and to all the makeup artists that have been using our palette, to our chatters who have supported us in purchasing the palette. We want to see your looks.
Yes.
Send them to us.
Let's do that. We should do,
Yes.
You know what? Okay. Yeah. Kat and I are going to come up with something really fun for chatters to do.
Yes.
It's this palette. Okay. Maybe we'll do like something like a giveaway or something. But we're gonna come up with the rules and what you have to do, but we'll make it fun. Yes. And also we have other things possibly coming out, maybe some new evidence and some
maybe a little crime scene beauty kit.
A little trace evidence.
Maybe.
So what have you been doing, Kat?
So it's been a while. We've had a little bit of a rough start to season 2.
Yeah.
So in the midst of hurricanes and I'm getting over the flu. So I'm trying to not sound so nasally, but it's gonna happen.
We both sound like we're from New York right now.
Yes, we do. We should say Fran Drescher.
We both sound like her. Marissa Tomei from my cousin Vinny.
Yeah. I will do my best not to cough. But I've had time to like do a lot of binge watching, and I have some sad news.
Oh no.
The Walking Dead is over. It's over.
Silence.
And
let's just give it a moment. I need a minute. Okay. Minute's over. I know.
An era has come to an end.
It has.
Yes. So the season finale, series finale really was great. It kind of led you up to all the different types of spin-offs. And then, of course, Rick showed up at the very end. He didn't die on the bridge.
So was it like at the very, very end when he
The
came,
very, very end.
like a cowboy, he just came strolling up with the sunset?
It's a little, not really.
Okay.
So, were you watching it when Rick was killed, quote unquote killed?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
So it led up to give you an indication. I mean, how it happened, it would be very surprising anybody would survive that, because it was a lot of blowing up and a lot of fire and it was a lot of he was basically kidnapped afterwards.
By who?
Well, I am assuming we're going to find out, but they basically led it up to where at the end, spoiler alert, where he escaped and was writing a letter to Judith and writing a letter to Michonne, and like a letter in a bottle, literally like rolling it up, putting it in a bottle, throwing it in a zombie-filled river.
Right.
And they located him. It's great.
Okay.
What about you? Have you had time to watch anything?
Yes, I got hooked on a Netflix series called Blown Away. It's actually been out. It's been out for 3 years, and it's a reality like game competition where there are like artists that blow glass.
Okay. Oh,
artists.
wow. Okay.
And it's really, really cool and amazing, and just their art. I never knew about it. It's amazing. Like
Wow.
I always knew about glass blowing, but I never like watched like how intense it is. So
Yeah.
I'm immediately looking for classes to take in Florida, and I found a couple. So hopefully.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, that is the coolest thing. They're so pretty.
If I go glass blowing, I will share some pictures on the Patreon.
Yeah.
And I won't kill myself. I will not set myself on fire. I promise. Maybe. I don't know. Kat, before you get into today's story, okay, which I know is going to be a doozy.
Oh, it is. It is.
Well, I'm going to go over some close calls that of assassinations for presidents, like, because we've had a couple, Kat, like,
yeah.
Did you know that American presidents have been targeted for assassination more than 20 times in our history? More than 20 times.
I knew it was quite a few, but that's more than I thought.
Yeah. And you know something? It's probably 20 that we know.
Well, that's true too.
I'm sure there's a lot that we don't know.
Oh, the secrets.
With 4 of the presidents actually being assassinated, who they are Lincoln, Garfield, McKinley, and JFK. What I'm going to recap are 8 failed attempts that almost succeeded.
Okay.
So first one, on January 30th, 1835, on the steps of the U.S. Capitol, an unemployed House patron named Richard Lawrence approached President Andrew Jackson and pulled a gun on him. However, it misfired.
Oops.
Jackson, being the badass that he was, pulled out his cane and beat his ass.
Yes.
However,
but I mean, that's when like presidents were like approachable and like walking on the street, like any type of politician or whatever. Right. Now, yeah, okay. Yeah.
There was no Secret Service back then. There was no, so, however, Richard did come with Plan B, and he had a second pistol. He pulled that one out, and guess what? That misfired too. So,
oops.
Yeah, oops. That's a big
double oopsie. Yeah.
So that was the Smithsonian Institute later determined that the odds of both pistols misfiring are 1 in 125,000. So this dude is really unlucky.
Yeah, that's bad odds.
Yeah, bad odds.
Yeah.
He would be tried for this assassination attempt. And I love how they say it, like the assassination attempt. He tried to assassinate him twice. Okay. Yeah. In one single event.
Assassination attempts.
Right. Exactly. But he was found not guilty as a reason of insanity, and he would spend the rest of his life in an insane asylum. In August 1864, President Lincoln was riding his horse in Washington, D.C. at night alone, which is not good. I don't know. Today, that would never happen.
Oh, no.
You don't
Now,
have...
the presidents go out for runs and stuff, and they got the Secret Service right there with them.
Yeah. They don't even drive cars. Like, you can't go anywhere with... No. So an unidentified gunman fired a single shot. The bullet passed right through his Tom hat, which is that long, tall, black hat that he used to wear.
His signature hat.
And it missed his head by inches.
Ooh.
Yeah. But
I wonder if that hat is anywhere in any museum.
Ooh, that's a good question.
That would be interesting.
Huh. If it is, I will pull the picture of it and put it on the Patreon.
Okay.
On October 14th, 1912, Teddy Roosevelt ran for president. And during one of his campaign speeches in Milwaukee, a saloon keeper shot him once in the chest. Roosevelt, his 50-page speech that he was going to read that day, including his eyeglass case, actually slowed the bullet down. That saved his life.
Oh, yeah. So, wow. That's some heavy words there.
Yeah, exactly. And stubborn Roosevelt, he was determined that he was just fine, and he gave his speech anyway. He spoke for 90 minutes, showing, even like opening up his coat to show the bloody shirt while he's bleeding at that moment.
Yeah.
Saying that it takes more than that to kill a bull moose, which we've determined, Kat and I determined, that means that's a male moose, right?
Yeah, just like you ever heard of somebody being bullheaded?
Yeah.
That's kind of like stubborn.
Okay.
That's kind of maybe I don't know. This episode is a chatter request from Tom. So shout out to Tom.
Shout out, Tom.
He requested, we were in Germany together and then we were in DC together when I was working. And of course, talking about the podcast and everything. He was fascinated with the Marilyn Monroe stuff. He's like, it'd be great to see if this lone gunman theory of Lee Harvey Oswald is a thing. So he's like, I think it's a conspiracy. So that's what we're going to be talking about. This is going to be the first part. We're going to kind of get into a little bit of the history of Lee Harvey Oswald. And next episode, we're going to talk about the assassination tips, some of the more conspiracies.
Okay.
But it is just at 59 years since Lee Harvey Oswald shot and killed President John F. Kennedy in Dallas, Texas. It was in November of 1963. But as many events in the public eye, some question, did he work alone? What do you think, Nat?
I do not. Negative. I don't think it was a he. I don't think he did it.
You don't think he did it?
I think there was a conspiracy. I don't know. I believe the grassy knoll.
Okay. So we'll talk.
For more information on this case, please check out After That Crime Chat.
Yes, I'm going to go ahead and post some pictures, kind of leading up to some of the documents and that kind of thing, some of his diary notes, leading up to kind of what we talked about. But don't forget to follow us on Crime Chat with Nat and Kat on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok to see what we have coming up next. But of course, we're going to do part 2 of the Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yes. And remember, Crime Chat with Nat and Kat, subscribe to our Patreon. You receive bonus episodes, behind the scenes bloopers, and merch in the works, as well as don't forget to check out Mad Love Cosmetics.
Yes.
And pick up your Crime Chat Crime and Cosmetics palettes.
Killer.
Yeah. Killer.
Season 1.
Palette.
Killer eyeshadow palettes. You guys do not want to miss it. So we will see you on the next Crime Chat.
Bye.
Bye.